Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to be filming this video today because we are about to go on a Disney cruise. And I'm so excited to share with y'all because I need your help. I'll explain the situation in just a minute here, but I am super excited. We are both just thrilled. And so let me tell you how this came to be because it was a little bit last minute. So we have talked about going on a Disney cruise for years, and I have never been on a cruise, and my husband Riley has never been on a cruise either. And so the two of us have always wondered whether we were like cruise people and all these kinds of things. Well, we went to Walt Disney World, which we love. We are very much Walt Disney World people. This past January, and we've gone several times now, and after this past January, which I vlogged, I'll link that playlist above, I got so many comments and messages from you guys telling me that we need to go and book a Disney cruise, that we would love it, that we would, like, all these reasons why it was like a good thing for us to do. And so with every comment, we would like look at each other and think, we really need to do it. Like, I know we would love it, all that kind of stuff. And so we have our third wedding anniversary coming up this summer in July. Our anniversary is July 31st. So our original intention was to go on a cruise over the time when, you know, so that we would be on the ship for our anniversary. And so that has been our plan for the past, I don't know, 6 or 8 months. We've just talked about that a whole lot and thought like, this will be what we'll do. It'll be so exciting and great. Well, as the time has gotten closer and we've started looking more seriously, obviously, because July 31st is in the dead center of the summer and it is peak season, the prices are significantly higher for going on a Disney cruise than they are at other times of year. And so we were looking at it and we were still really excited about it, but just like kind of starting to wonder whether we needed to be there on our actual anniversary or whether we could do an anniversary trip sooner or later, you know, like before or after our actual anniversary, because I mean, we're talking about saving many hundreds of dollars, you know, so it would be a big differentiation. Anyway, well, my cousin is getting married in May, and so she's getting married in Florida, and the beach that she is getting married on is not far at all from Port Canaveral, which is where, that's one of the ports where Disney cruises depart from. And so when we got her wedding invitation and we knew that we were going to go, we started kind of like thinking maybe we should try to tag a cruise on to the beginning or the end of it, and I wonder if that would work out. Well, we looked into it and it turned out that there was a cruise that was leaving the day that we were going to be finished up with all of her wedding festivities, and we had already purchased flights, like months ago, we had already rented a rental car. My side of the family, we're all staying in a beach house together, so we already had lodging taken care of. Like, all of the extra things were taken care of. It was just the cruise now that was kind of on the table. And like I said, we found a cruise that was departing the day that we were going to be finished with all of the wedding stuff, and it was like too good to pass up, because if we go in July, not only are we paying close to $1,000 more for the same cruise, but we also have to pay for 2 more flights to get to Florida, probably a hotel room to get there the night before the cruise leaves, you know, all transportation to and from the port, like all those kinds of things that in this trip, those are already sunken costs. Like, we've already paid for those things. Those are already a part of the trip. So we're going on a Disney cruise in just a few weeks. I have never planned something so spontaneous like this. That is not usually the way that I operate. I usually like to plan things well in advance, but it has been the most fun, thrilling thing. And the reality is, y'all, we know nothing about cruises. Like, we do not know. Of course, since we booked the cruise a month ago or however long it's been, we have been looking all the time at online forums and watching videos and reading everything that we can get our hands on to figure out what what we need for the cruise and what we should bring and what's important and whatever. So the things that we have done so far are that we have made a dinner reservation both at Palo on this ship and at Remy. Those two restaurants are adult-only restaurants on the Disney Dream, which is the ship that we are cruising on, which is the ship that I have really wanted to cruise on, so it was really exciting that that's what we're getting to do. And I've heard amazing things about both of those restaurants. So we did get to snag dinner reservations at both of those places. And pretty much everything else is like up in the air. We haven't planned any excursions yet for the different ports that we're stopping at, and I'm not sure that we're going to, because it's so last minute. I'm not sure that we want to spend even more and more money, but we are really excited just to be able to relax. The reason why we had a Disney cruise in our minds specifically for our next vacation and for our anniversary trip that we're now taking a few months early is that we really were interested in something very like relaxing and slow paced. So Walt Disney World is my favorite place ever. I absolutely love it. But as y'all know, if you've gone or if you've watched our vlogs, it is so much walking. It's just walking all day, all the time, which is super fun, but not always the most restful. And so we were looking for something, we just really want to sleep, lay in the sun, swim, beautiful sights, beautiful food, just relaxed time together. Really sounded really nice to us. So that is what we are doing. Our cruise is a 5-day and 4-night cruise, and we are going to the Bahamas and to Castaway Cay, which is Disney's private island, which I am thrilled beyond belief. I cannot tell you how excited I am to experience Castaway Cay. I've heard so many amazing things about it, and I just really can't wait to see it. But that is like the general framework. That's all I know so far. That's all we've planned so far, really are just the two restaurants. We're looking at getting like a day pass or two to the rainforest room in the spa. I've heard that's amazing. But I would love your input. If you have been on any cruise of any cruise line and you have any must-haves, please leave me a comment and let me know what those are, because we've been researching, so I feel a little bit more clued in, but based on experience, we're completely clueless. We've never been on a cruise. So I'd love to hear your input as far as what we should bring, what we should pack, what would be helpful, that kind of thing. And then outside of what to bring, if you have been on a Disney cruise, or specifically this itinerary where you leave from Port Canaveral and you go to the Bahamas and to Castaway Cay, let me know if there's an excursion that would be really worth doing. Keep in mind that we really are looking for a very slow-paced vacation, and so we've even contemplated in the Bahamas staying on the ship for most of the day, maybe just popping off the ship for a couple of hours. We're really not interested in like high levels of adventuring for this particular trip. We're really just wanting to relax. That said, if there has been an excursion that you've gone on that was well worth it, we'd love to hear from you. That way we can look at it and contemplate it and that kind of thing. So I would just appreciate your input. Of course, we're gonna vlog the whole trip. I absolutely love Disney vlogging because it is so much fun to film, and then when I'm editing, I get to relive my trip and have those memories stored for my family. And I know that some of you really enjoy watching those vlogs, so there will be, I'm sure, a plethora of Disney cruise vlogs from like first-timer reports of like what it was like, expectations and reality, what we packed, what we wish we had packed, obviously daily vlogs. Like I really am looking forward to having some new Disney cruise content to create. I'm really excited about that. So that is my little Disney related announcement. We are going on a Disney cruise next month. For privacy reasons, I'm not going to share the date quite yet. It's not going to be a secret forever, I'm sure, when we're leaving and things like that. I'll be sharing on Instagram, but just for right now, I'm not going to share exactly which, there are a lot of that exact cruise goes on a lot in May, and I'm not going to share exactly which one we are taking quite yet. But I will share a whole bunch as time continues to unfold, and we're just so excited. It's like a stunning kind of excitement because we just don't usually do spontaneous things like this. But the price was right, the time was right, and the logistics were perfect, and so we're like, let's do it. Let's do it. So that is what we are doing. We are going on a Disney cruise in less than a month, which is amazing and so crazy. So to celebrate, I told Riley, I was like, right after we booked it, I was like, I'm gonna need to have some Disney t-shirts. So if you don't know, I run an Etsy shop. It is called Blair Lamb Design, and I have non-Disney t-shirts, and I also have a lot of Disney tees and tanks and sweatshirts, and I just love my Disney designs as well. So I have 2 new Disney designs for this trip that I made selfishly because I want to be able to have them, but I've actually, funny enough, in the past couple of weeks have had so many people who have sent me Etsy combos asking if I have any Disney cruise designs, and I've had to say not yet, even though I actually do. So here they are, the 2 designs that I have created for me, for you, for whoever's going on a Disney cruise. This is the first one. It says, "Just keep cruising," and it has a little cruise ship on it with the Mickey head. And if you are not familiar with my shop, this is a navy v-neck. I make every shirt to order, so you are able to choose any garment and I can print that design on it. So this design can go on everything from a gray sweatshirt to a hot pink tank, a teal tank, a coral tank, a white crew neck, you know, and pretty much there's a lot of options. I have lots and lots of options. So if you like this design and you're not totally thrilled about the navy v-neck, fear not, there are many others. And actually, by the end of this week, I'm gonna roll out a new style of tank. It's like a boxy boyfriend tank. So if the current tank that we have is a women's racerback, and it's like a flowy racerback, but if you're interested in like a boxy boyfriend kind of frat tank, that is coming out a little bit later this week. And there will be a few colors, I think 5 colors that I'm launching that one in. The second cruise design, it says, "Cruise days are the best days," and it has a Mickey anchor on it. I love this one. It looks super cute on tanks because tanks are kind of, you know, long and thin, and it's just really a cute design for tanks. So I wanted to share those because I am obviously gonna be printing those designs on a few different things for my own cruise that's coming up, but I also wanted to share those with you specifically because this week, it started this past Sunday and it ends this Saturday. So if you are watching this video right when it comes out, you still have a couple more days to take advantage. I am offering 20% off your entire order with the code SPRING20. I will write it in here, SPRING20. So if you want 20% off your entire order, this will be the last sale of the spring. So if you have a Disney trip coming up this spring or this coming, you know, summer or whatever, this is a great time to buy because with the code SPRING20, you get 20% off your entire order, including these new designs, which I'm about to go list right now. Also, all of the items in my ready to ship section, which ship same day or next day, so they ship very quickly, those are all free shipping right now, and you can stack that with a 20% off. And I'm actually gonna list several of the samples that I printed these Disney Cruise designs on so that I could use them for photos. So there will be some of this brand new design will be in that section, the ready to ship section, where you can get 20% off and free shipping. So anyway, I always just like to mention that in case you're looking for some Disney themed tees. I also have Magic Kingdom tees and Moana tees and all kinds of other stuff besides cruising ones, but these are my newest ones and I love them so much because I'm just so excited. I'm so excited. So anyway, that's the story. I would love to hear your thoughts, your input, your advice, anything that you would love to throw our way. We would be super grateful for that. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys. Cruise videos to come. Can't even believe it. Anyway, I will see you guys soon. I really appreciate you watching. Hope you're having an awesome day. Bye. Oh, and I totally wore this nautical shirt for this video. I'm pretty much a hot mess today, but at least I got a nautical shirt.